Hello everyone. Today we are focusing on Queen of Tears as a career event, because for Kim Soo Hyun, this drama was not just another successful romantic series. It was a public reminder of what happens when casting, writing, timing, and actor image align with unusual precision. By 2024, Kim Soo Hyun was already a major star with nothing left to prove in a basic sense. Yet the entertainment industry is not kind to old victories. Every actor, no matter how famous, eventually faces the same question: can they still create the kind of emotional urgency that makes audiences stop treating them as a familiar name and start watching them as if they are new again? Queen of Tears answered that question with force. The drama became a ratings phenomenon, and its finale reached 24.850% nationwide, surpassing the previous TVN record held by Crash Landing on You. This achievement was not a small statistical victory. It placed the drama inside the history of cable television in South Korea. For Kim Soo Hyun, the record mattered because it placed him in a rare category of actors whose projects have repeatedly become cultural events across different stages of their career. The emotional engine of the drama was the broken marriage between Baek Hyun-woo and Hong Hae-in, played by Kim Ji-won. What made the story work was that it did not begin with innocent attraction, but with exhaustion, resentment, and emotional distance. Kim Soo Hyun had to play a man who was already tired before the audience fully understood him. That is harder than it looks, because a passive or defeated male lead can easily become frustrating. Instead, he gave Hyun-woo a nervous inner life, allowing viewers to sense shame, fear, tenderness, and suppressed love moving beneath the character's surface. One of the most discussed parts of his performance was his ability to cry without making the scenes feel mechanical. Korean dramas often depend heavily on emotional release, but Kim Soo Hyun's crying scenes tend to work because he does not treat tears as the entire performance. The tears arrive after layers of denial, pride, and hesitation have already been built. In Queen of Tears, this technique was especially important because the drama constantly moved between comedy, melodrama, family conflict, corporate intrigue, and illness narrative. His performance helped stabilize those tonal shifts. The chemistry with Kim Ji-won was also central to the drama's impact. Their pairing worked because both actors understood restraint. Instead of turning every scene into obvious romantic longing, they often played the relationship through silence, irritation, interrupted conversations, and the awkwardness of people who still love each other but no longer know how to speak honestly. That dynamic made the eventual emotional reconnection feel earned rather than decorative. Viewers were not simply watching two attractive stars in a romance. They were watching two damaged people slowly rediscover the emotional language they had lost. From an industry perspective, Queen of Tears also showed how Korean dramas have adapted to a global streaming environment without abandoning domestic ratings culture. The show gained international visibility, while still functioning as a traditional weekly ratings event in South Korea. Kim Soo Hyun's presence helped bridge those two worlds. He is a familiar face to longtime Hallyu viewers, but also recognizable to newer international audiences who discovered Korean dramas through platforms like Netflix. That dual recognition made him especially valuable for a project designed to travel beyond Korea. The drama's success also revived discussion about Kim Soo Hyun's fee, star power, and position among top Korean actors. Whether audiences admire or criticize the economics of celebrity casting, the reality is that major dramas use actors like him as anchors. His name creates immediate expectation, reduces uncertainty for investors, and signals prestige to viewers. But that only works when the performance justifies the attention. In Queen of Tears, the ratings and viewer response suggested that the investment paid off. In the end, Queen of Tears became more than a comeback vehicle. It became evidence that Kim Soo Hyun could still dominate a romantic melodrama in an era crowded with younger stars, streaming hits, and constantly shifting viewer habits. The drama reminded audiences that longevity is not simply about staying visible. It is about returning with the right role at the right moment and making the public feel that the wait had a purpose. Thank you for watching. And before you go, tell me whether Baek Hyun-woo belongs among Kim Soo Hyun's most memorable characters.